Another explosive move for Bitcoin now, 55,000 plus for one Bitcoin. Ethereum and Cardano setting up their own explosive move. What do potential all-time highs in the short term look like for these altcoins? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that heart, whatever platform you're on. Bitcoin broke 55,000. I just did a live stream on YouTube not long ago, Bitcoin reaching that $1 trillion mark. I've been waiting years for this. I've been doing like daily videos for years, since the last bull market high. You better believe I'm going to be doing these update videos. I don't even care. 2 times a day, 3 times a day. When something spectacular happens, I'm going to do an update. So I want to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano in this video. So Bitcoin charts, and the $55,000 mark is kind of an important one for me just because it's the symmetrical triangle breakout target that we've been tracking for a while now. So we have hit it. So it's official. I wanted to just come on here, chart that, show it. It's been hit. This just happened. We charted this same mini symmetrical triangle that we were tracking. That was hit. $51,000 target. That was just hit like 2 days ago. So Bitcoin hitting targets. And we have another target now to the upside still, right around $58,000. It's this rising wedge that we've been tracking on Bitcoin. That is still in play. You better believe if that gets hit, I am going to do another video. So this is just fun, everybody. I'm enjoying it. I take a quick break from work, do a video, talk about Bitcoin and altcoins. So one thing I want to point out on the charts before we get to Ethereum and Cardano is this. If you look at this Bitcoin chart, and this is really interesting to me, we're at a really, really critical area from a technical analysis perspective. I don't know if you remember, there was a period of time, maybe a month ago, month and a half ago, I was doing a lot of comparisons, probably even more than a month and a half ago, to this move that we had leading into the summer of 2019, comparable to this parabolic move Bitcoin has been in. It's really how we identified this $40,000 area as a swing high for potential resistance, and it played out. But if we look at this trend line from this parabolic move that Bitcoin has been in since October, and we zoom in here on the 6-hour chart, look where this trend line is. Bitcoin is right below this trend line. Now, you can look at that multiple ways, as Bitcoin is right around 4% below that trend line. You can look at it as, okay, time to be careful, and you should. And something I'm looking at, like, you want to be careful when we're hitting these longer term trend lines. And this goes back again to the beginning of October when Bitcoin started this run. When Bitcoin overextended from this trend line last time, there was a nice big dip, and that was Bitcoin going from 30,000 to 40,000 and boom, right back down to 31,000 for consolidation. Are we kind of going to get a similar thing coming out of the symmetrical triangle, hitting our targets? We've just hit all of our targets, and then boom, consolidation maybe into the 40,000s. That's 100% in play. I want to throw it out there, but again, just as last time, I am extremely curious to see if this bullish move for Bitcoin continues with this buying pressure, with this supply shock that we see coming from institutions and corporations and retail and people getting on board right now, $50,000 as a launch pad for Bitcoin in this bull market. This is absolutely insane to watch these charts play out. And right now we are under this longer term trend line. Is Bitcoin going to explode through that trend line and just defy trend lines in general? That is something I will be watching for. We will continue updating on, but a really interesting area on the charts, just so confluent with all of these bullish targets that we've been tracking for a while now. Bitcoin running right into this trend line, and it's going to be extremely fun to watch how this plays out. Ethereum, look at Ethereum. There's a couple charts that I've been watching, kind of a smaller term rising wedge that it actually hasn't even broke out of yet. The target for this $2,500 Ethereum in play in the very short term. We have just a series of higher highs and higher lows on this 6-hour. You can extend this rising wedge all the way back to the beginning of January. We have a larger rising wedge. This trend line, very confluent, extremely confluent, pretty much identical with the smaller wedge, but the breakout target of that longer rising wedge, $3,000. So $3,000 Ethereum, that is the target. There's a technical target. And what is awesome with these technical targets is this is like price discovery for Ethereum, but we have technical targets. We have, kind of these rules on the screen to abide by, to look out for. An example of what I mean by that is if Cardano, I'm not there yet, slow down, Dan. If Ethereum breaks out of this trend line, and it hasn't yet, but we're in the apex and it is coming. If it happens, we have that $2,500 short-term target for Ethereum. Will there be resistance? Could we see a throwback for Ethereum, testing $2,000 potentially at the apex of the rising wedge it broke out of for support, before continuing to this longer term target, $3,000. What will the move look like? These are things we have to track in real time, kind of on a daily basis. We want to track, because tracking these things and waiting for confirmations and waiting for these targets and resistance areas to be hit allows us to anticipate pretty much every scenario. And at the end of the day, if you're in crypto, if you're in this volatile environment of Bitcoin and altcoins, you want to be able to anticipate downside moves as well. So we're at a really key area for Ethereum, though, as this trend line, this upper trend line here, just perfectly confluent with the $2,000 psychological barrier. So what kind of resistance lies ahead for Ethereum? We're $40 away from just a $2,000 Ethereum. It's crazy to see this play out on the charts, and it's really fun to watch to see if this move, this short-term rising wedge move of higher highs and higher lows, just continues for an explosive move to the upside. Bitcoin potentially, giving hints that it's possible from its recent move through $1 trillion market cap. And then I want to go to Cardano. I want to look at the Cardano's charts. Really interesting things happening. And for actual quick context to that, I want to go to an Ethereum chart. So, and actually, context to that, I want to go to a Bitcoin chart, actually. So this swing high, bull market high to bear market low through the bull market doors. Here are the bull market doors right here. And that's Bitcoin entering the bull market. Now, if you go to an Ethereum chart, same type of chart, a weekly zoomed out, we have the same exact Fibonacci, which is bull market high to bear market low. Bull market doors, not as overextended yet as Bitcoin. Bitcoin, to remind you, has actually broken the 1618 of that Fibonacci and continued to the upside. Ethereum has not even gotten to the 1618. 1618 on that macro is $2,200. So just in terms of where Ethereum is in its own bull market, that gives you a sense. Bull market doors right here, 1618 right here, $3,000 just above. This could be Ethereum's move to $3,000. We have the technical indicator stating so. Going to the weekly on Cardano now things are getting extremely bullish for Cardano. Even after all of the gains, Cardano has outperformed so many altcoins. It's crazy. Since March lows, 5,000% to the upside. If we take the bull market high to that March swing low, you can see Cardano not even actually breaking through its own bull market doors, this macro 786 to 618 Fibonacci. This thing is just getting started, everybody. And just to give you a sense, the 1618, which is 100% in play for Cardano, right around $2.30 to the upside. We already saw Ethereum is kind of on its way to that 1618 line. I think Cardano will shortly follow, and breaking through the actual bull market doors for Cardano here, $1.15 at this 786 line for Cardano. And I mean, that can happen in the short term. So if we start digging in on the charts, this is what's been happening for Cardano on the 6 hour. It's just been continued consolidation after swing highs for Cardano really since November. And you can just see it happen over and over again. And right now we're in kind of this other same type of consolidation pattern. There's definitely room for even a swing low, an additional swing low into the upper 70-cent area. So you want to be prepared for those scenarios. We don't know if just all of this hype and this short-term bullishness is going to continue. So you always want to be prepared for dips, but there is a case for it to continue especially in regards to Cardano, very simple. I mean, we have this swing low where we had that launch pad to swing high, back down to a quick wick. It's a swing low to swing high, touch that trend line, touch the trend line again. We have around 5 touches in really a symmetrical triangle. It's a little ugly, but the reason it's ugly is because there's been so much buying pressure. It's keeping Cardano at the upper end of this upper trend line. There's a lot of space down here. That's just because people are accumulating Cardano. You can see that happening. Cardano it could be minutes from a breakout out of this trend line. Breakout target from a shorter term inverse head and shoulders that we kind of have charted back here, depending how you want to chart it, basically around $1.15. Now we have a longer term target of $1.50. It might not happen as quick, but that is a symmetrical triangle breakout target for Cardano. That's just in play, I would say, in the short to mid-term. It's not like a long-term thing. $1.50 for Cardano can come very quick. It would all start with a breakout out of this trend line right here. So that's what we're looking at. But I'm telling you, this chart on Cardano looking so bullish, because if you look at its own cycle, this bull cycle, the first bull market cycle it's been in, you compare it to Bitcoin, there is a ton of upside for Cardano in terms of just breaking this 1618 line that Bitcoin already broke and then easily overextending from that area. So for Cardano, that 1618 line sitting at around $2.30 and overextended, we get into that $3, $4, $5 range very quickly for Cardano. And you know, if you've been watching my YouTube channel especially, I've talked about that $3 to $5 area for Cardano, just that sweet spot. And we've been talking about it for a while. So that's my update on these three. Let's see what happens. If something crazy happens today, I'll do another video later. This is fun tracking this, everybody. And I see you all in the chats. God bless you all. I hope you're enjoying your day. It's time for me to kind of get back to work. But if you're here, if you're watching this on Twitter, hit that heart. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit that like. We're almost at 100K on YouTube. I appreciate all of your support. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.